Essentially, it's very similar to Instagram in the way in which it uses hashtags, except on Instagram, you can see content anyway without clicking hashtags, whereas TikTok, it really does push via hashtags. So, I can't explain it in a better way than that. So it's like, there's a thing called a For You page and For You and things like that. It shows on your homepage if you use certain hashtags, and it shows different people based on those hashtags. And again, it has very clever sort of algorithms, a bit like Instagram does. It recommends content that you've engaged with, and it recommends similar content from similar people who also, they like similar content to yourself. And I've already mentioned demographics, the types of people that are on there. It's it's growing. There's loads of different people, but it's not just young people anymore. Gen Z, so the Gen Z language, that's what I was trying to mention before. So the in jokes and the way in which they talk and the things they say. Like, I'd never even heard of it. I find myself Googling 90% of the time someone's comment, and I have to ask them what it means, and they'll explain it. It's usually related to some sort of meme, or it's just some sort of internet term that's come out of TikTok. But again, those same terms and those same in-jokes and languages are translated across to other platforms. I'm seeing the same thing happen on Instagram. So, if the two are so closely aligned and you care about Instagram, well, then you should be caring about TikTok, I think. And I guess the last point I put in there is it's become a bit of a subculture. And as a subculture acts, they're the ones that have grown up in the digital age, as I mentioned before. There's no like gatekeepers into this subculture. The price of the admission is just getting the joke, understanding the joke. If you don't understand the joke, you're left out in the cold. And I think that's important to recognize as well, is that if they're on this platform and they're making jokes and they're acting a certain way, and then they take that same behavior as other platforms, and you're pushing ads on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, they're going to start engaging with you in a very similar way because their behavior is being shaped by how they're using TikTok. I find myself posting the same sort of captions and responses to what I use on TikTok on Instagram. So another bit of food for thought is that these guys are becoming like a bit of a subculture, but I guess I can't even say that seriously when I know that everyone's buying into it at the moment. So it won't be a very private subculture for long, but the jokes and the way in which they talk and the language and the way in which they use hashtags and the way in which the content's being created, it's very important for you to get a grab of that now and just learn it, get involved in it. And I think that's important for any business personally.